Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel, Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. This is the Franchise Stars Baseball League playoffs for Year 2 of the FSBL. The National League Championship Series comes to you live from Candlestick Park for Game 2, where the St. Louis Cardinals try to take a commanding 2-0 lead in the series against the San Francisco Giants. The Giants ousted the Cardinals in the NLCS last year, so this is a rematch of that series. The Cardinals sent Howie Pollitt to the mound in Game 1, electing to hold Dizzy Dean, the presumptive Rookie of the Year and National League Outstanding Pitcher of the Year, for Game 2. That strategy worked as Pollitt was brilliant, and the Cardinals took Game 1. So now the Giants will rest on Tim Keefe to try to battle Dizzy Dean, coming off an 8 scoreless inning, 12 strikeout performance in Game 4 against the Mets in the division series. Game 2 of the NLCS is up next. There you see Keefe on the mound. He did not have a particularly good outing. His first time out in the division series against the Expos. 5 innings, allowed 4 runs in that game. He will face Ozzie Smith to lead things off for the Cardinals. Smith, .292 so far in the playoffs. No homers, 4 RBIs. Keefe rocks, and we're ready to get underway. First pitch, fastball, misses up high. Keefe delivers again. Smith turns this one around, and Ozzie hits it deep, gives it a ride. Ott tracks it back, makes the grab a step shy of the warning track for the first out. So Smith turned one around pretty well there, but it's just a loud out. Your Cardinals lineup: Smith, Ripper, Collins, and Rogers Hornsby, Mize, Edmonds, and Ken Boyer, Lankford, Drew, and Yadi Molina. Here's Ripper Collins. Collins batting .308 so far in the playoffs. As Dwayne Marks YouTube Network checks into the chat. How are you, Dwayne? I hope all is well, buddy. Thanks for swinging on by. Collins batting .308 in the playoffs. No homers and an RBI. Congrats there, Dwayne, on Maris getting the record in your 1961 replay. Hope people will go and check out Dwayne's terrific channel. Curveball there, misses outside. 1-1, the count to Collins. Keefe delivers again, and Collins fouls off the fastball. It'll go to 1-2. Keefe rocks and fires. Curveball, and that one looked outside, but Keefe gets the call, and down goes Collins. That's a good location, but it looked like it was a little bit outside. The ump brings it up, and Collins is sent packing. So in steps Rogers Hornsby. Hornsby batting .300 in the playoffs. He homered in the first inning of Game 1. A low-scoring nip-and-tuck affair that the Cardinals took 2-1. Hornsby .300 in the playoffs, a homer and a pair of RBIs. There's the pitch. Curveball misses down and in. Another terrific season for Hornsby. He's been an all-star both years of the FSBL. Keefe with the fastball there, misses down low. It's 2-1. Keefe rocks and fires. Hornsby pops it up and foul ground. Lindstrom's giving chase. It's going to be over near the seats, but Lindstrom will have room. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So a 1-2-3 inning here in the first for Tim Keefe. The Cardinals will step in against Dizzy Dean here in the bottom of the first at Candlestick. So there you see Dean, 1-1 in the postseason. A 2.08 earned run average. He was not great in his first outing against the Mets, perhaps got a little bit of a quick hook in Game 1. But he came back on 3 days rest and threw an absolute gem with the Cardinals facing elimination. Cardinals took Game 4, then took Game 5 behind Bob Gibson to take the series from the Mets. Dean delivers here to Benny Koff to open things up. Koff batting .300 so far in the postseason. Dean delivers, slap down to third. Boyer has it. Throws over to first, and there's quickly one away. Your Giants lineup today: Koff, Dark, and Mays. Ott, McCovey, and Kent. Posey, Lindstrom, and Bobby Thompson round things out. The Giants have hammered 12 home runs so far in the postseason. Here's the shortstop, Alvin Dark. Dark batting .273. First pitch fastball from Dean. Dark lines it, but right at Rogers Hornsby, who makes the grab. 3 pitches, 2 outs here in the first. Tex Aggs is in the house. How are you, Tex? Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming by. In steps Willie Mays. Mays .263 so far in the postseason. He's got a pair of home runs, 4 runs batted in. Mays, the presumptive National League most valuable player. Led the National League in batting average and home runs. Was in the top 10 in RBIs as well. Hits this one deep to left, but it's hooking. That'll be out of play. Dean rocks and fires. Curveball there. Mays won't chase. 2-1 the count. Congratulations are in order for Jim Leyland in real life. Named in the Baseball Hall of Fame today by the special committee. Mays ground ball to second. Hornsby throws to first. Mays is retired, and Dean rolls through the first. We'll head to the top of the second. Game 2 of the NLCS here in San Francisco. Cardinals nothing, Giants nothing. Mize, Edmonds, and Boyer coming up. In steps Johnny Mize. Mize .350 average in the postseason. He has yet to homer or drive in a run, though. Keefe ready to start his second inning of work. He only needed 10 pitches to get through the first. Fastball up and in for ball 1. Curveball there. Mize fouls it off. 1-1 the count. Keefe gets the sign from Posey. Rocks and fires. Fastball misses down low. It's 2-1. Keefe rocks and fires. Fastball down low. Mize gets a piece of it, and the count goes to 2-2. Posey has that glove held way low. Keefe goes down there with a curveball, and Mize chases. It's a strikeout, the second one for Keefe. Down goes Mize, and there's one away here in the second. You saw Posey set up way down low with that glove. It was practically in the dirt. And Keefe dropped a bender right on the button. So here's Jim Edmonds. Edmonds batting .261. Curveball there. Edmonds takes it. No homers, 2 RBIs for Edmonds. Keefe rocks and fires. Fastball misses down low. It's 2-0. You see the best fictional umpire crew in the business getting this NLCS assignment. 2-0 count. Edmonds hits it deep the other way. That has the distance. That's out of here. Home run, Jim Edmonds, and the Cardinals strike first again. Hornsby homered in the first of Game 1. Edmonds homers in the second in Game 2, and the Cardinals take a 1-0 lead. Edmonds usually won't go that far to left. If he goes the other way, he's driving balls in the left center, but he's predominantly a pull hitter. But this one goes out into that jet stream to left here in Candlestick. Finds its way into the seats, and the Cardinals take an early 1-0 lead. So Keefe will try to regroup. Here's Ken Boyer. Boyer .261 in the postseason after an outstanding regular season. Boyer hit about .320, broke the 30 homer mark as well. .01 offering from Keefe. It's a fastball outside. Here you see 109 RBIs during the regular season for Ken Boyer. He played every game for the Cardinals this year. Hanging curveball. Fly ball to left. Thompson's under it. Puts it away for the second out. So 2 down here in the top of the second. That'll bring up Ray Lankford. Lankford hitting .222 so far in the playoffs. He's lost some at-bats to Brian Jordan. But Lankford gets the call today. Curveball from Keefe in there for strike 1. Keefe rocks and fires. That curveball misses down low. 1-1 the count. Lankford pulls it down to first. McCovey has it. He'll take it to the bag himself. And the side is retired. But Jim Edmonds goes deep for the Cardinals with a solo shot. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Game 2 of the NLCS. Cardinals 1, Giants nothing. So Dizzy Dean back on the mound. He needed only 7 pitches to get through the first. He'll face Mel Ott. .278, 2 homers, 4 RBIs for the Otter so far in the postseason. After yet another dynamic regular season for the Giants right fielder. First pitch from Dean, fastball in for a called strike. Curveball inside, ties him up a bit. Rounded down to first, easy play from Mize. He steps on the bag and Ott is retired.
The first baseman, number 44.
And here's Willie McCovey. I finally remembered to fix McCovey's number back to where it was supposed to be after the last game. McCovey steps in at number 44. 421 so far in the playoffs for Stretch. Curveball misses inside. It's 1-0. He's driven in 7 runs as well. Curveball misses away. It's 2-0. So another fine postseason for Willie McCovey. Dean rocks and fires. Fastball. No, it's changeup right down the middle. Apparently it confused McCovey too. He just sat there and watched that one. So 2-1 the count as Dean works to McCovey. Molina sets up off the plate. Dean goes there, and McCovey won't chase. Jeff Kent swings in the on-deck circle. Dean rocks and fires. Fastball there. McCovey fouls it off. The count goes full. Dean delivers the payoff pitch. Curveball down in the dirt, and McCovey draws the 1-out walk. So Stretch is on first. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent batting .350 in the playoffs. The Giants have hit. They haven't pitched. And as we talk about that, there's more hitting. Jeff Kent jumps all over the first pitch from Dizzy Dean and sends it into the seats in the left. It's a 2-run homer for Jeff Kent, and the Giants take a 2-1 lead. So right on cue as we talk about how the Giants have hit, Jeff Kent pounces on the first offering from Dizzy Dean and sends one deep into the seats and left. Kent knew it right off the bat. He knew it had the distance. StatCast placard there blocks it, but I think it stayed well fair. So now Dean will try to recover as the Giants have a 2-1 lead. Here's Buster Posey. Fastball rides inside. It's 1-0. Fastball misses down and away. The count goes to 2-0. Dean rocks and fires. High fastball there. Posey fouls it straight back. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded down to third. Boyer has it. Routine play. Whips it across to Mize, and there's 2 down.
Batting in, the third baseman, number 5.
So that'll bring up Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom has swung a very hot bat so far in the postseason. 381, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. Lindstrom puts this one right back up the middle. It's a 2-out single. So Lindstrom is on with the base hit. That'll bring up Yadi Molina. No, it won't. What am I talking about? I'm trading teams myself. It's like the uniform glitch. Wrong 9-hitter. That'll bring up Bobby Thompson. Thompson batted 200 so far in the playoffs. Dean takes a peek over his shoulder at Lindstrom and delivers. First pitch fastball to Thompson, in for a called strike. Dean comes to the set and delivers. Fastball there. Thompson lines this one into the gap. That might be extra bases. It's going to the wall. Lindstrom heading towards third. Edmonds going to make a strong throw in. Lindstrom waved around. Ozzy's going to eat it. Lindstrom's going to score. It's a RBI double for Bobby Thompson, and the Giants have struck for 3 here in the second. It's 3-1 San Francisco. Bobby Thompson, who was sent down to the minors during the season with the emergence of Benny Koff, who steps in now. Koff is 0 for 1. Fastball from Dean in there for a called strike. Dean needs to stop the bleeding here and regroup. 3-1, certainly not insurmountable by any means. But Dean can't let this game get away from him. Curveball misses inside. It's 1-1. Of course, after last night's broadcast on the channel, nobody's going to think anything is insurmountable, as the Boston Red Sox in Game 1 of the ALCS blew a 10-0 lead to the Cleveland Indians, falling 12-10 in 10 innings. Curveball down in the dirt, blocked by Molina. Trying to advance is Bobby Thompson, and that's a poor decision. Thompson is thrown out. Molina throws him out, and that ends the second. So Dean gets a little bit of help from the poor base running decision from Bobby Thompson. But the Giants score 3. We head to the top of the third. It's 3-1 San Francisco. No joke, Dwayne. No lead is safe, he says. Absolutely. Here's J.D. Drew. A miserable postseason so far for Drew. Batting .105. He was hitting in the 2-hole. He's been dropped down here to the 8-hole. Did have the big home run in the Game 5 clincher against the Mets. But the Cardinals can't really keep on sending J.D. Drew out there if he's not going to start hitting. Forget the platoon aspect of things. Brian Jordan has swung a good bat, and Jordan will probably take that spot. Drew might be playing for a spot in today's game. Grounds out the third. There's one away. So that'll bring up Yadi Molina. Molina batting .200 in the postseason. Neither a homer nor an RBI. Curveball in there for a called strike. Fastball misses inside. It's 1-1. Keith rocks and fires. Molina grounds it foul. One and two the count. Keith into the windup. Here's the pitch. Molina grounds it down to first. McCovey will take it himself to the bag. And there's two away. So the order turns over for the Cardinals. Here's Ozzie Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. He hit a deep fly ball his first time up. Took Melott back to the edge of the warning track. Curveball from Keith locks Smith up for strike one. Curveball misses away. Plan for tomorrow is a noon broadcast, Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. There's a shot slashed in the left. It's a base hit for Ozzie Smith. Cleveland Indians will send Addy Joss to the mound. The Red Sox will counter with Cy Young. The Red Sox have to emotionally shake off that crushing defeat in Game 1. Breaking ball there, in for a called strike to Ripper Collins. Collins struck out his first time up on a very debatable pitch. Fastball there is a called strike at the letters. It's 0-2. Keith delivers, comes up and in. Collins takes it. 1-2 offering now coming from Keith. Down in the dirt, blocked by Posey. Runner will hold. Two and two the count. Fastball there. Collins fouls it off to stay alive. 3-1 Giants, top of the third here at Candlestick. Game 2 of the NLCS. And missed by Ripper Collins. Keith gets him for the second time. And the side is retired. We're through 2.5 here in San Francisco. Giants 3, Cardinals 1. So Benny Koff stays at the plate. Again, Bobby Thompson trying to advance on the pitch in the dirt. Ended last inning. So Koff gets a fresh count here against Dizzy Dean. Giants put up a 3 spot in the second. We'll see how Dean responds. Looks in, gets the sign from Molina. Dizzy Dean into the windup. Pulls the string on that one. Gets Koff way out in front of it. One and one the count. Dean shakes the arm up, gets right back on the slab. Fastball there, Benny Koff slices it the other way. It's going to land foul just out of the reach of a hot pursuing Ray Langford. So 1 and 2 is the count to Koff. Dean in the windup once more. Bender comes inside. Koff lets it go. Two-two offer. Swung on and missed. Nice curveball from Dean. That pitch was in full effect against the Mets in his last outing. And he snaps off a beauty here to get Koff. So that'll bring up Alvin Dark. Dark is 0 for 1. First pitch, changeup in there for a called strike. Dark lined out in the first. Dean delivers. Fastball misses inside. It's 1-1. Dean back into the windup, misses up and in. Partly cloudy skies here in San Francisco on this October evening. Dean into the windup and delivers. Shot out into right. Drew is over. He'll put this one away for out number 2. Good read there by Drew. He got in position well ahead of time. So here's Willie Mays. Mays is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first. Fastball right down the heart. 4 strike 1. There you see Mays, the National League batting champion this season. Dean tries to come in with the fastball, get in Mays' kitchen a bit. He's able to lay off. Molina targets low. Curveball down in the dirt. Mays again won't chase. Dean rocks and fires. Mays in the hole. Boyer dives, gets a glove on it, but he's not going to be able to get the speedy Willie Mays. It's an infield single for the Say Hey kid. Good effort there by Boyer. Gets a glove on it, but cannot field it cleanly enough. And if you can't field it cleanly, you're not throwing out Willie Mays. So here's Melott. Odd is 0 for 1. Fastball from Dean in there for a called strike. Ott grounded out to first his first time up. Dean from the set delivers. Curveball misses down and in. Ott homered for the lone Giants run in Game 1. Dean sets again and fires. Ott swings and misses at the fastball. It's 1-2. I appreciate that, Christopher. It's good to see you, buddy. Thank you. There's a shot by Ott. Through the hole the other way. It's a base hit. Mays holds at second, but the Giants have 2 men on here in the bottom of the third with 2 outs. So now Dean has to make a good pitch or series of pitches against Willie McCovey. McCovey walked his first time up. Fastball from Dean in for a called strike. McCovey 7 runs batted in so far in the postseason. I believe that ties him with Manny Ramirez atop the postseason RBI list for this season. 0-1 pitch. Fastball, little bit off the plate. McCovey swings and fouls it off. So Dean ahead of McCovey 0-2 here. He's got to find a way to finish it. Takes a look at the runners. Fastball up and in, and McCovey goes down swinging. So Dean makes the money pitch he has to and keeps the Giants runners stranded. Dean hops off the mound, perhaps starting to feel like he's getting back in the groove after the rough second. Top of the fourth, here's Rogers Hornsby. Hornsby popped out his first time up. Tim Keefe rocks and fires. This will be a big inning for Keefe, going through the heart of this Cardinals order. Curveball misses away. Apologize if I cut out there for a minute. I rolled over the cable for my mic and pulled the cable out. The trials and tribulations of doing basement video game sports broadcasting. Vin Scully never had these problems. 2-1 pitch from Keefe. Hornsby yanks it foul. The count goes to 2-2. Keefe looks in. Posey shifts his weight away. Keefe misses down low with the curveball, and the count goes full. Johnny Mize swings in the on-deck circle. Perhaps a little precariously close to the bat boy, who might want to move. Keefe delivers. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and down goes Hornsby. Keefe put a fastball right down the heart, and Hornsby swings right through it. So one away, here's Johnny Mize. Mize is 0 for 1. Fastball up and in, turns Mize away. Gives a little glance out to Keefe. Mize knows how this game is played. Keefe just trying to shy him away from the plate just a little bit. Don't think that's going to work with the big cat. Curveball there, swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Fastball on the inside corner. So the count goes to 1-2 as Keefe works to Johnny Mize. Breaking ball, Mize lines a shot. That's a base hit in the center. So Mize, as we've mentioned, no homers or RBIs, but he's hitting .350 in the playoffs. So he's still been productive despite the lack of run production. Jim Edmonds produced a run. His home run, the only Cardinals run in this game. Solo shot to open up the second. Now he comes to the plate as the tying run. (0-1) delivery from Keefe. Fastball misses inside. Keefe from the set. And delivers. Curveball misses down and away. Tim is here. How are you, Tim? Our good friend, Clee baseball fan. Check out his fabulous channel if you have not as of yet. Tim and Dwayne, if you guys have any scheduled broadcasts coming up, drop them in the chat. Let folks know. Fastball. Misses down low. It's 3-2. Ken Boyer waits in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Keefe. Curveball. Edmonds yanks it, but foul. Chris says, I want to see the Giants pull another ace in year 4 draft. Mathewson, Marichal, maybe one more thumper. None of those guys. I don't think the Giants had a great draft for next year, but I might be misremembering. Ground ball to second. Chopper Kent, that's a low throw. They're going to say that the force out was taken care of. Chopper Kent charges it. Makes a low throw to short. Alvin Dark loses it on the transfer, but they did say he held it long enough to get the force, and there's 2 down. Fastball to Boyer on the inside corner for strike 1. Kent very nearly threw that ball out into left field. Fastball misses up high. Defense a huge part of that Red Sox blown game last night. I think it was the 7th or the 8th inning. They committed 2 errors and really should have been charged with a 3rd on Bobby Doerr. Big curveball there. Keefe sets Boyer aside, and that ends the top of the 4th. So Keefe has that curveball going nicely. He's fanned a couple of guys with that. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Giants 3, Cardinals 1. Game 2 of the NLCS. Right, they got Lavelle. Well, and the Giants, I mean, I thought their trade deadline pickup was actually a very intelligent one. They picked up Jeff Montgomery from the Royals. I don't remember who they gave up. So now you've got Montgomery and Romo out there with Holland and Scott Garrels. So the Giants, knowing that the bullpen kind of bit them last year, Romo was a rookie this year. Then you trade for Montgomery, and now they're going to add Lavelle next season. So the Giants' bullpen should be shored up pretty nicely. 0-2 the count as Dean works to Kent, who took him deep for a 2-run shot his last time up. Curveball here misses outside. Molina sets up inside on Kent. Fastball in there. Tries to get in the kitchen. Kent fouls him off. Fastball right down the heart. Kent looking for something else. And Dean just comes at him with straight cheddar. 3rd strikeout for Dizzy Dean. And Kent is set aside. So the game of chess that time is won by Dizzy Dean. Here's Buster Posey. Posey is 0 for 1. Fastball misses up high. That's right. They got Roger Connor also. Trying to think, I guess Connor's probably going to DH. I think they have room at DH. Because right now they've been DHing kind of a hodgepodge of guys. It may well mean the end of Robbie Thompson's shot at playing with any kind of regularity. Because when Thompson plays, Kent DHs. But I think the more likely outcome is Kent plays all the time. And Connor becomes your regular designated hitter. Because, of course, what the Giants need is more offense. This is a potent lineup with no real weaknesses. 2-2 as Dean works to Posey. Curveball there. Posey slices it the other way. It's very interesting to see what happens in this league over the next couple of years. Curveball down in the dirt. Posey swings and misses. Molina digs it out. Throws to first to complete the strikeout. And there's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. 4th strikeout for Dean. Obviously your first year, you had some teams with a good draw. You had some teams with a very good overall pool, but didn't get a great draw in the first year. Teams like the Braves, teams like the Phillies, who have plenty of talent. The Pirates, who even though the Pirates got into the wild card game this year, the Pirates have virtually none of their great hitters outside of Willie Stargell. So, as some of those teams with really good pools who didn't get great initial drafts start to add some of their top guys, it'll be interesting to see how this league shakes out. To say nothing of the fact once free agency hits, but we're still a few years away from that. Fastball misses up and away. 2-1 count as Dean works to Lindstrom. Fastball off the plate. It's 3-1. Bobby Thompson waits on deck. My mother's favorite player. 3-1 pitch. Thompson smacks it down to first, but Mize picks it, takes it to the base, and the side is retired. So we're through 4 at the stick in San Francisco. Giants lead the Cardinals 3-1. Tim Keefe outdueling Dizzy Dean to this point. Again, the Giants trying to get level in the series before we head to St. Louis for 3. Here's Ray Langford. Langford grounded out his first time up. Keefe delivers, curveball in there for a called strike. Keefe looks in. Posey sets low. Keefe puts a fastball right down the middle for strike 2. Keefe has had the Cardinals hitters off balance pretty well so far. Curveball misses down and in. Again, the Giants knew, and Keefe certainly knew, they needed a big start out of him. The Bats have done their part. They got 3 runs off Dizzy Dean in the second. Now Keefe has to feel like it's his job to stand it up. Does a good job there. Breaking ball locks Langford. Gets halfway into his swing. They say he went too far. So 1 away. Here's J.D. Drew. Drew is 0 for 1. He grounded out in the third. Keefe fires. Fastball misses down low. Here's the 0-1 offer. Fastball misses down and in. Two and 0 the count. Keefe delivers. Drew skies this one to center. It's carrying a bit, but Mays has it tracked easily. Puts it away for the second out. So in steps Yadi Molina. Molina grounded out his first time up. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th of a 3-1 ballgame. Keefe rocks and fires. Fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Very appreciative of you guys tuning in here on this Sunday night. I hope everybody enjoyed their football Sunday. I had to watch the Jets impersonate a football team again. As them and the Falcons set football back about 30 years. 1-1 offering. Up the middle from Molina. That's a base hit. That'll turn the order over and bring up the wizard, Ozzie Smith. Pardon me as I reach for my water that I brilliantly put too far out of my reach. So Smith is 1 for 2. Fastball from Keefe. Called strike at the knees. Oh, 0-1 offering coming. Yadi on first. Figures to be pretty much anchored to the base. Keefe delivers down in the dirt. Posey blocks it. Molina, no delusions of speed down there at first. Here's the 1-1 offering from Keefe. Smith grounds it to second. Worm killer there. Kent goes the short way. Forces out Molina at second, and the side is retired. So we're midway through here in San Francisco. The Giants will send Thompson, Koff, and Dark up in the bottom of the 5th as they try to get level in the series. It's 3-1 San Francisco. If you are watching and have not yet subscribed, I truly hope you like what you see and hear enough that you will consider subscribing to the channel for the rest of the playoffs and some other fun stuff in other sports coming up, including the upcoming Franchise Stars Football League that will be modeled in the same fashion as this baseball league. Fastball misses down and in. Also, hope you'll bang that like button. While you are here, the YouTube algorithm supposedly really likes that. And if they like it, so do I, damn it. 1-0 the count as Dean works to Thompson. Ground ball up the middle. Ozzie can't get to it. It's a base hit in the center. Smith got a little bit of an awkward break on that. Smith has made a bunch of terrific plays so far this postseason, as you would expect the Wizard to do. A little surprised he didn't lay out for that one. So here's Benny Koff. Koff is 0 for 2. Curveball in for a ball strike. Koff is struck out and grounded out. In real life, Benny Koff, a old-time Federal League batting champion, multiple times if I recall correctly. Go check out Benny Koff's baseball reference and saber pages when you get the opportunity. Curveball in there, the count goes to 0-2. There you see Koff, a .321 hitter during the regular season. Curveball from Dean, back up the middle, but it's short hop. Smith steps on second, throws to first, and there's the stuff that you're used to seeing from the Wizard. 6-6-3 double play. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. In steps Alvin Dark. He is 0 for 2. He is flown out and lined out. That one sent out into right. Drew is there. Gets spun around a little bit, but makes the grab. And the side is retired. So we are through 5. The Cardinals making their 3-run second. The Giants making their 3-run second stand up. We head to the top of the 6th. It's 3-1 Giants. So Tim Keefe at 74 pitches through 5. Will open up the 6th, facing Ripper Collins, who he has owned at the plate today. He's gotten Collins swinging twice. First pitch from Keefe misses up high. Rocks and fires. Grounded to short. On the backhand by Dark. Throw to first. Collins is retired for the first out. So in steps Rogers Hornsby. Hornsby 0 for 2. He has struck out and popped out. Again, Hornsby hit that home run in the first inning of Game 1, which the Cardinals went on to win 2-1. Curveball here is popped up, and Hornsby, angry at himself for swinging at that one. Nice play by McCovey. That ball almost hit the dirt, or the grass, I should say, given where it was. That's a nice play there from Willie McCovey. I didn't think he was going to get to this, actually. This was a very not high hit pop. McCovey was out there. Let's see here. Oh, nice job there by Stretch. That's a hell of a grab. McCovey happy to have his real number 44 back. As I finally, after about 5 Giants broadcasts where I noticed it and then forgot to fix it, finally remembered to do so. So 2 down, here's Johnny Mize. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 pitch from Keefe. Breaking ball, Mize up the middle. Kent ranges to his right. Backhanded play, throws across his body, and gets Mize to end the 6th. So Tim Keefe rolling along. Now the Giants will send up the heart of the order, Maison and McCovey, to try to get a little more insurance against Dizzy Dean. Bottom of the 6th we go, 3-1 San Francisco. Here's Mays, 1 for 2. He singled back in the 3rd. 69 pitches through 5 for Dizzy Dean. Fastball misses inside for ball 1. There's a fastball that Mays fouls off. 1-1 the count. Dean winds and delivers. Fastball at the knees. Count goes to 1-2. Here's the pitch. High fastball and down goes Mays. He chased it. Dean went with the high gas. 5th strikeout for Dizzy Dean, and there's 1 out here in the 6th. So that'll bring up Mel Ott. Ott is 1 for 2. Single back in the third. Here's the pitch. Fastball off the plate. It's 2-0. Fastball up and in. 3-0. We'll see if Ott has a green light if Dean grooves one here. Fastball misses up high. Ball 4, and it's a 1-out walk for Mel Ott. So that'll bring up Willie McCovey. McCovey is 0 for 1. He's also walked and scored. Ott doesn't figure to run, but you could try it. First pitch from Dean. Curveball misses down low. Bullpen action going for the Cardinals. Trevor Rosenthal and Kevin Segrist, the righty-lefty combination there. Fastball misses up high. It's 2-0. Here's the delivery. Fastball there. McCovey takes a big swing and fouls it off. Two and 1 the count. Dean takes a peek over at Ott and delivers. McCovey skies this one to right. Hooking foul. Long run. Drew giving chase. And he gets there. Nice play by Drew. Runner's going to tag. Heads up. Base running. And the ball's thrown away. The ball's thrown away all the way out into left field. The run's going to come all the way around to score. Oh my goodness. An error on Rogers Hornsby. I don't know what Hornsby exactly was thinking here. Foul ball. Ott sees that Drew is going to hit into the stands, so he decides to tag. Drew throws it into Hornsby, who thinks he can get him at second. An ill-advised throw. Ozzie Smith completely caught off guard. And that is just a terrible decision from Rogers Hornsby. No other way to put it. And it leads to a run. Where Ott is when Hornsby gets this ball. All right, so Hornsby gets it there. I mean, Ott's almost to the base. He's already into his slide. That's just a terrible decision from the normally very solid defensively Rogers Hornsby. And it cost the Cardinals a run. So now here's Jeff Kent with 2 outs. Fastball was fouled off. Kind of mistakes you can't afford to make in the postseason. Fastball from Dean misses outside. It's 1-1. Kent yanks this one foul. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Dean. High fastball. Kent skies it. Slicing foul. Drew gives another chase. This time he can't get there. We'll go back to the 1-2 count. Fastball off the plate. It's 2-2. Here's the offering from Dean. Kent lines it towards the gap. That's going to be extra bases in the right center. Drew going to retrieve it at the wall. Kent's around first. He will cruise into second with a stand-up 2-out double. And the Giants again have a runner in scoring position. And that's going to be it for Dizzy Dean. So Dean comes out, unable to follow up on his exceptional performance in Game 4 of the division series against the Mets. The Giants have 4 runs home, and they're going to hope for another. Ernie Broglio will come in. This will be his second postseason appearance. He was knocked around a little bit his first outing. Probably only be asked to try to get 1 out here. Get them through the 6th, and then the Cardinals will regroup for the 7th. Slider in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Broglio from the set. Here's the pitch, down and in. From the set, delivers. 1-1, fastball on the inside corner, goes to 1-2. Broglio trying to make sure that Kent doesn't come around from second. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball, Posey drives it out into the gap, and that's going to get the run home. 1 hopper to the wall. Posey around first. Edmonds gets it in. They'll head that one to the cutoff man, Ozzie Smith. Kent comes around to score. Posey pulls in at second with an RBI double, and it's 5-1 Giants here in the bottom of the 6th. So the Giants have their hitting shoes on here in Game 2. Backing a very strong start to this point from Tim Keefe. So still 2 outs. Here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom is 1 for 2. He grounds this one foul. Broglio from the set. Curveball there, chopped out to third. Boyer has it. Throws on the first, and the side is retired. But the Giants pick up a pair. They knocked Izzy Dean out of the game. We'll head to the top of the 7th here at Candlestick. 5-1 San Francisco. So Tim Keefe will start the 7th. Again, if you are new to the channel, I start taking a look at managing things for both sides once we get to the 7th inning. Well, Keefe is in complete control. I always feel like you should have a guy up just in case you need him. Scott Garrelts will be that guy for now, I think. For the Cardinals, they've got Rosenthal and Segras still up. Let me see who else is in that bullpen. Krabowski and McDaniel, you're not going to go to them here. Matt Morris. Morris wasn't great when he pitched. You can still use Morris, but I think Rosenthal and Segras are probably your guys to go forward with here. So the game has it set correctly. I don't really need to adjust anything. So top of the 7th, Keefe will work to Jim Edmonds. Edmonds 1 for 2, his solo home run, the Cardinals' lone run of the game. First pitch, fastball, misses down and in. Here comes the 1-0 offering. Curveball misses down low. It's 2-0. There you see Garrelts throwing in the Giants bullpen. There's ball 3. Last thing Keefe wants to do after getting 2 more insurance runs is walk the leadoff man here in the top of the 7th. Keefe winds and fires. Fastball misses up high. It's a 4-pitch walk to Jim Edmonds to open up the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Ken Boyer. Boyer is 0 for 2. He has struck out and flown it. And if you're the Cardinals, you're just trying to get a run across here in the 7th, just to chip away. But you're in the final 3 innings. You've got to make a little bit of progress here. 0-1 the count as Keefe works to Boyer. Good curve ball there. Boyer swings and misses. The count goes to 0-2. Keefe from the set again. Another curveball. That one is hit hard out to right. Going back onto Nazat. He's not going to get there. It's off the base of the wall. Runner will hold up at third. It's a double off the bat of Ken Boyer. And the Cardinals have second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And now the Giants bullpen is going to get a little bit more active. Yep, they sat Gereltz down, and they got Montgomery and Dave Kozlow throwing. So the game is already on it. I'm fine with that, sitting Gereltz down there. Montgomery's been better during the season. So if you're the Giants, you're going to hope that you can use... I think if you're the Giants, you're probably saying you hold on to Kozlow to deal if you've got a situation where you've got to deal with Mize and Edmonds in the 8th. And then Al Holland can close the 9th. And then you've still got Sergio Romo probably to start the 8th, too, if that's what's necessary. Otherwise, you can have Montgomery start it, depending on what happens here with Keith. But I think one more hit, I'll probably say that they pull Keith out of this game, I think. 0-2 offering. Curveball misses inside. It's 1-2. Keefe from the set. Here's the pitch. Another curveball, and Langford lays off again. Two and two the count. Keefe delivers. High fastball, and he struck him out. Big strikeout for Tim Keefe. That's his 7th on the game. Langford grabs a seat, and there's one away. And now here's J.D. Drew. Drew 0 for 2. He's been... crap. Man, I wish you could set the space between pitches. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's good that it's quick. I mean, I don't do one pitch. So, I mean, the games can take a while. So I'll deal with that. I feel like the Cardinals might have pinch hit for Drew here just because he's been so bad. If this ball doesn't go into play, I might do it anyway. First pitch, there's a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, I think that's a mistake on my part. We're not going to compound it by letting the at-bat go. Drew has just had a real problem at the plate. So Jim Bottomley is going to come in and bat for J.D. Drew here.
Your attention, please.
Sometimes you just got to say, hey, we'll pretend that went differently. So we'll pretend that first pitch happened with Bottomley in the box. I was just a little slow to grab the remote there. So 0-1 the count to Bottomley, his first at bat of the postseason. Fastball misses inside. It's 1-1. Keefe from the set. Shot by Bottomley up the middle. Kent dives. He gets a hold of it. Beautiful play there by Kent. He saves a run. 1 run scores, but he saves the second run who holds at third. Bottomley is on with an infield base hit, but it's now 5-2. Broken bat single for Bottomley up the middle. Kent did all he could, but Bottomley beat it out. So now here's Yadi Molina. Molina 1 for 2 in the game, 2 for 6 in the series. They're going to let him hit. Cardinals also don't really have another lefty bat on the bench other than switch hitter Tommy Edman, who you would use more defensively than as an offensive replacement. So Molina's going to hit here. That was an infield hit. I'm going to let Keefe stay in here, which is debatable. I can understand. Curveball misses away. But he had been so good, and that was a weak hit. I mean, he shattered his bat. That was more bad luck. So I'm gonna let Keefe try to get himself through this. At least with Molina. Ozzie Smith in the on-deck circle. 1-2 pitch. Fastball off the plate. It's 2-2. You can double up Molina if you can get him to put one on the ground here. 2-2 pitch. Curveball locks him up for strike 3. Beautiful curveball from Tim Keefe. His 8th strikeout, and there's 2 away. So now we're going to double check it, because I seem to remember. Shit. God damn it. It's going so fast. I apologize for that. I'll take the first pitch here anyway. That's fine. Ozzie would take the first pitch. In there for a called strike. That's fine. But what I was going to say is, if you're the Giants, I kind of feel like if you want to turn Ozzie around, Ozzie's significantly worse against lefties. All right, Kozlov is throwing. Romo's not really warm yet. If it shows Kozlov is being remotely warmed up, I'm going to insert Kozlov here. That's good enough. You can get him on the mound visit. Now go back on. I mean, you can see Keefe is virtually out of energy. Kozlov will get his 8 warm-up pitches when he comes into the game, which is one of the reasons why I leave that feature on. So Kozlov is going to turn Ozzie around. Good work out of Tim Keefe, but the Giants are going to turn it over to this kind of refocused bullpen this season. Good work from Keefe. He'll now have to watch the rest of it. The strikeout of Molina was big. Dave Kozlov, 3 appearances, 4 1/3 innings in the postseason. He was good twice, once not so much. But lefties, he does well against them, and he gets to turn Ozzie Smith around to his much weaker side. 0-1, the count to the Wizard. Ground ball down to third. Lindstrom has it. Goes the short way to second for the force, and the side is retired, and the Giants get out of it with as little damage as possible. The Cardinals get a run, but it's 7th inning stretch time here in San Francisco. 5-2 Giants. Thompson, Koff, and Dark coming up. Yes, Christopher. The game is quick pitching me. Exactly. Well, the thing is, because I hold the microphone that I have, I hold it by the stand. I don't have a stand for my microphone, which means that I put the controller down. I'm not holding the controller during the game because I'm not really doing anything until the 7th. But then when the 7th comes, I'm kind of holding the microphone, and I have to grab for the controller when I'm doing, when I decide that I need to make a roster move. And sometimes I'm just a tick too slow given how fast the game wants to go. All right, so Broglio got the Cardinals through the end of that 6, but he only really faced one batter. He threw six pitches there, 2 batters perhaps. So if you're the Cardinals, now that you've got a run too, well, it's not like Rosenthal has been great. That's a limited sample size, I know. And Rosenthal pitched in 70 games during the regular season for them. Thompson, Koff, and Dark, and then Mays. It's another right-hander after that. All right, we're going to take him out. We're going to put Rosenthal in for the Cardinals here.
Your attention, please. Now,
2 scoreless innings so far from Rosenthal in this postseason for the Cardinals. So they'll ask him to get them through this 7th inning. He will start off facing Bobby Thompson. Thompson 2 for 2. We let him hit. It drives this one well to right. That's way back. It's out of here. Well, you win some, you lose some. Trevor Rosenthal comes in, and his first pitch is put over the fence to right. It's a home run from Bobby Thompson. Not necessarily heard around the world, but heard throughout Candlestick. And the Giants extend their lead. They get the run back they allowed in the top half. It's 6-2 San Francisco. Thompson drives it out the other way. So Rosenthal is greeted rudely. Here's Benny Koff. Koff is 0 for 3. Fastball misses up high. It's 1-0. Koff grounded out in the 5th. Wide shot in the right. There's a base hit. Brian Jordan, who came in for J.D. Drew, plays it on the short hop. So Koff has a single. Here's Alvin Dark. Dark is 0 for 3. Throw over to first. Koff dives back in. Here's the pitch from Rosenthal. Change up. Misses outside. That looked like a good pitch. Ump disagrees. Alvin Dark 0 for 3 in the game. He's 0 for 7 in the series to this point. Here's the 1-0 offer. Fastball. Runner goes. Throw down to second will not be nearly in time. It's a stolen base for Benny Koff. Nothing Yadi Molina could do with that one. Koff got a great jump. Not even sure a good throw gets him. So Koff now in scoring position. 1-1 the count as Rosenthal works to Dark. Swings and misses at the fastball. It's 1-2. Rosenthal sets and delivers. Fastball line the other way. That's a base hit to right. Koff around third. He's going to score. It's an RBI single. And the Giants extend their lead to 7-2. Well, the Trevor Rosenthal decision has not worked. The homer to Thompson. Double, or I should say single stolen base for Koff, and then a single for Alvin Dark. And after 3 batters are done, I know Mays is a right-hander, but you got 2 lefties up anyway. Kevin Segrist is going to get brought into this game. We're going to warm up Matt Morris as well. Hrabosky's pitched a lot, so you're not going to use Hrabosky if you don't have to here. So Segrist will come in. His first appearance of the postseason. He was not on the Division Series roster. A 6.06 earned run average during the regular season in 31 appearances. He's been called up to replace Dave Fouts, who was sent down. Fouts was roughed up in the Division Series, so he is left off the roster for this one. So Segrist will deal with Mays here first. Nobody out, runner on first. The Giants have 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 7th. Mays is 1 for 3. There's a shot. Opposite field. That's going to get by Jordan, and Jordan falls. Jordan falls, it's in the corner. We've got a foot race here, folks. Willie Mays around third. Mays trying to try for the inside the park, a relay home. Mays is thrown out. It's a triple and an RBI for Willie Mays. And that's just kind of going for the exciting play. The Giants kind of feeling it here. Brian Jordan gets stuck a little bit out there and right. So Jordan, normally a terrific defender, had to make a good throw to get Mays there. That was close, but Yachty got him. It's a triple and an RBI, though, for Willie Mays, and the Giants' lead is now 8-2. Here's Mel Ott. Ott is 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. Mays almost got the inside the Parker. Slider from Segrist misses inside. It's 2-0. So the Cardinals, middle relief, showing some signs of vulnerability here. Grabowski has been great. Lindy McDaniel is solid. But the bridge of a starter doesn't go overly deep. It'll be out of play. Two and one the count. Change up from Segrist on the outside corner. It's 2-2. Hey there, Tim. Good to see you, buddy. Down in the dirt, swung on and missed by Ott. Molina has it. Throws to first to complete the strikeout, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 44.
So that'll bring up Willie McCovey. McCovey is 0 for 2. He's also walked and scored a run. Not to act like this game is done, again, particularly on the heels of last night's broadcast between the Red Sox and Indians, but looking ahead to Game 3 after the off day. In St. Louis, Bob Gibson will take the mound for the Cardinals. Joe McGinnity will throw for the Giants. Fastball on the inside corner. McCovey doesn't like it. 1-2 the count. Fastball from Segrist, and he strikes out McCovey. So Segrist bounces back later there after the triple from Willie Mays. We head to the top of the 8th here in San Francisco. 8-2 Giants here in Game 2 of the NLCS. Here's Ripper Collins. Collins is 0 for 3. Like of all the places for Jordan to fall down there, he falls right into the spot where he's kind of stuck by the wall. If he just hits the wall there, he probably gets up quickly and maybe even holds Mays to a double. There's a fly ball to right. Ott puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, number 0.
So now here's Rogers Hornsby. Again, you got a couple lefties up after Hornsby. So going to let Kozlov stay in here. Hornsby grounds it in the hole. Backhand play by Dark. Leaps, throws, and he gets him. Nice play there by Alvin Dark. And they're very quickly 2 men out here in the top of the 8th. Remember, this Giants team won the National League pennant a year ago. They took the A's to 7 games in the World Series before falling. So the Giants are not going to be scared of anybody. Knuckleball from Kozlov. Misses for ball 1. Johnny Mize 1 for 3. He's fastball in there for a called strike. 1-1 pitch. Fastball misses down low. Two-one offer. There's a shot into the center. That is a base hit for Johnny Mize. So Mize will hold with the two-out single as the Cardinals try to find some two-out magic here in the eighth. Here's Jim Edmonds. Let's see who else we have in this Giants bullpen. Kozlo will face Edmonds. That's not the question. Rodriguez and Geraltz. I know it's a 6-run game, but Romo actually hasn't pitched yet. If I remember right. That's not going to show me, because why would it show me the postseason stats? Ugh. Annoying. We're going to sit Efrod down, actually. And we'll let Romo warm up. I might be misremembering that, but I don't remember Romo pitching. So 2 outs, Kozlo works to Edmonds. Curveball on the outside corner. Borderline pitch. Edmonds just turns away, takes a couple practice swings, and gets back in the box. Kozlo looks in. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Here's the delivery. Knuckleball. Edmonds dunks it. Lindstrom goes back on it, puts it away, and the side is retired. So down go the Cardinals. We head to the bottom of the eighth at the stick. It's all Giants at this point. 8-2 San Francisco. Kent, Posey, and Lindstrom due up. So Lindy McDaniel, I didn't plan that, but since the game is doing it, I'll let McDaniel pitch it. It's fine. So McDaniel's going to get some work in this one with the off day tomorrow. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent 2 for 3 with a homer. Curveball from McDaniel misses away. Fastball there misses inside. It's 2-0. And appreciate you all tuning in here for this Game 2 NLCS broadcast. Game 2 of the ALCS will be tomorrow at noon on the channel. Addy Joss will go for the Indians. Cy Young will go for the Red Sox. Three and 1, the count as McDaniel works to Kent. Down in the dirt, it's ball 4. So McDaniel comes on and walks the leadoff man. And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Posey 1 for 3, a double and an RBI. Curveball there, in for strike 1. McDaniel from the set. Another curveball. That one's hit out in the center. Edmonds is going to have to play it on the hop. That falls in. It's another hit for Posey. And there's first and second here in the bottom of the eighth. Good piece of hitting by Posey to go down and get that one. So now here's Freddie Lindstrom. Lindstrom is 1 for 3. Fastball on the corner for strike 1. Oh-1 pitch from McDaniel. There's a shot the other way, and it's a foul ball. 0-2 the count. Daniel delivers, and Freddie Lindstrom puts the exclamation point on this one. Deep drive to left center. It's a 3-run homer for Freddie Lindstrom, his third of the postseason. And the Giants break open their lead. It's now 11-2 San Francisco. So bringing Lindy McDaniel into a situation that was not a tight game apparently doesn't agree with Lindy McDaniel. He knew that one as soon as it was off the bat. So Lindstrom parks this one deep into the seats and left. And that's the end for Lindy McDaniel. So Matt Morris will get the call here. Morris worked an inning and 2/3 in the division series against the Mets. And the Cardinals are going to ask him to get them through this 8th inning. Here's Bobby Thompson. Thompson's 3 for 3 with a homer. Triple shy of the cycle. So the Giants making a statement here in Game 2. This has the feeling of a 6 or 7 game series. Base hit up the middle.
Now that's number 9.
So Thompson is on. Now Morris will work to Benny Koff as the order turns over. Koff is 1 for 4. Tech's overly optimistic here. 2 great comebacks in one day. Well, remember, I mean, yes, the Red Sox-Indians game was 10-0, but it was 10-0 in the 4th. You know, this is 9 runs in the 8th. Cardinals have 1 at bat left to get that done. So, a little bit different situation, but I admire your optimism, sir. 1-1 offering. Flied out to left center. That one's in the gap. Long run for Langford and Edmonds, and they watch it go. I did not think that ball had any shot of getting out of here. But Benny Koff puts one into the first row in left. I hadn't looked at the wind, but that seems like the wind is carrying, because that ball did not look like a long ball off the bat. But the Giants doing what the Giants do. When they get their offense rolling, everything snowballs. We've seen it happen multiple times over these first 2 years of the FSBL. Here's Alvin Dark. Dark is 1 for 4, single RBI and a run scored. Grounder past Boyer in the left, and the Giants are just raking. It does not matter who is thrown out there for the Cardinals at this point. In steps Willie Mays. Mays 2 for 4. Curveball misses outside. So offense, when the postseason started, there was a bit of offense in the first few games, and then it started to turn, and we had a bunch of games in a row that were pitchers' duels. But between last night's slugfest and the Giants' performance here, offense making a statement. One and one the count as Morris works to Mays. And Willie, stop it. Willie Mays finds the seats. 14-2. Folks, if you have followed the FSBL, you have seen this from this Giants team. They just tee off in bunches, particularly at home. Willie Mays parks one, And this game is a lost cause for the Cardinals. Everybody they brought in, Dizzy Dean was not on his game tonight, and that's fine. But everybody who they have brought in since Dizzy Dean, with the exception of the one batter Ernie Broglio faced, and now they're going to go to Hrabosky. And they're kind of out of options at this point. And there's an off day tomorrow, so I'll allow it. But I would not have planned on using Hrabosky in this game. Hrabosky's been brilliant in the postseason. 5 appearances. He's allowed nothing. At this point, St. Louis just wants to get to the finish line of this game, lick their wounds, and head home and regroup for Game 3. Fastball rides inside. It's 2-0. Fastball misses 3-0. Again, Hrabosky has been used exclusively. Every situation he's pitched in this postseason has been high leverage. So now he's being asked to come into a blowout just because nobody else has been able to do anything. Three-one pitch. Ott, deep to right. Hooks it, foul. Mel Ott almost launched one out of here as well. Hits this one deep to center. Edmonds tracking it back. He's got it shy of the warning track. And that is the first out of the inning.
Now batting, number 44.
Ott almost put one out of here as well. Not out of the woods yet. Here's Willie McCovey. McCovey is 0 for 3. Fastball is fouled off. That one misses. Chuck Taylor. I mean, the Cardinals have their closer throwing in a 15-2 game just to try to get to the finish line here. But I'm kind of feeling that Hrabosky is probably going to get them there. Again, I can make decisions if the game isn't making decisions on its own, I can make decisions. But if the game decides that it wants to pull a pitcher, I can't override that. So if it decides that it's going to pull Hrabosky and put Taylor into this game at any point, I'll have to allow it. But that is not my plan by any stretch in a 15-2 ball game. Remember, the Giants did this to the Expos to clinch the National League Division Series. Tapper out to third. Boyer throws to first, gets McCovey for the second out.
Up next for the Giants.
Trying to remember what the final of that game was. I think it was 16-5 off the top of my head. So here's Jeff Kent. Kent is 2 for 3. He's gone deep. Fastball misses down low. The Giants had hit 12 home runs already in the postseason entering this game. Again, waiting in the wings in Game 3 for the Cardinals is Bob Gibson. Gibson has not been the performer they have expected in the regular season. But with the exception of his first division series appearance this year, Bob Gibson has been an impeccable postseason performer over the first 2 years of the FSBL. 3-1 the count. Buster Posey waits on deck. Fastball misses up high for ball 4. And we're going to do this just for the sake of getting somebody in at bat who's probably not going to get many. Bob Brenly is going to get a chance at the plate here. First appearance of the postseason. This is about the only situation where you'll see Brenly. Buster Posey is going to play anytime he can go. First pitch misses up high. One and 0 the count. Fastball on the outside corner. It's 1-1. There's a shot to left, and Bob Brenly gets in on the action. Splits the gap, goes to the wall. Edmonds retrieves, gets the relay in. The runner is sent home unnecessarily, trying to get an RBI for Brenly, and Kent is thrown out at the plate. A little bit of silly base running there from Jeff Kent, and I'm not sure the Cardinals are going to appreciate that very much. A 13-run ball game. Jeff Kent is trying to push another run across. So we'll keep that one in mind. Top of the ninth. Giants are just going to let Dave Kozlow try to finish this one out. Fastball up and away to Ken Boyer. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down low. Felix Rodriguez and Scott Garrelts throwing in the bullpen. I think just trying to get some work in. If somebody has to come into a 13-run game at this point, something has gone drastically wrong for the Giants. 2-0 fastball. Boyer swings and misses. Shot, base hit into right field. So it's a leadoff single for Ken Boyer here in the top of the ninth, off of Dave Kozlow. So that'll bring up Ray Langford. Langford is 0 for 3. Fastball in for a called strike. Kozlow comes to the set. Lances at first pretty much just because it's what he's supposed to do. Curveball there gets Langford. It's 0-2. Kozlow delivers. Langford down the right field line. That's a fair ball heading into the corner. Langford's around first, ding for second. Ott digs it out of the corner. The runner will come around. Throw home, not in time. Boyer scores. It's an RBI double for Ray Langford, and it's now 15-3. Appreciate Langford's optimism, trying to get the bench going to feel like they've got a shot. That's cute. It's also ridiculous. Here's Brian Jordan. Jordan batting .385 in the playoffs. Fastball holds up his swing, but it's a called strike anyway. No homers, 2 RBIs for Jordan. There's a shot to Lindstrom. Weak line drive is snagged for the first out.
Now batting, number 4.
So that'll bring up Yadi Molina. We're going to hit for Molina here. So it says the wind is going out, but it says it's going out more to center. But that would at least explain a little bit of like Koff's home run clearing the fence, because that ball I did not think was going to get out. They'll get Walker Cooper in this game, get him in at bat. I forgot to do that. I'll make a note to myself. Walker Cooper was not wearing an elbow guard, so we'll take that off of him. Ground ball to third. Lindstrom has it. Throws to first. And Cooper is retired. And the Cardinals are down to their final out of this massacre.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Here's Ozzie Smith. Smith 1 for 4. He singled back in the third. Checking the runner for no good reason. Fastball in there for a called strike. If Dave Kozlow were to make a pickoff throw to second, there might be a fight right out here on the mound. Ground ball to second. Kent throws to first. Smith is retired. The ball game is over, and the Giants even the series at a game apiece. 15-3 rout for the Giants. Tim Keefe solid on the mound. But the story of this game, the Giants lineup, which unloads on seemingly every pitcher who the Cardinals sent out there. Dizzy Dean takes the loss. Dean allowed 5 runs in 5 2/3. It got worse from there for everyone out of the bullpen. Your final line score, the Giants, 15 runs on 19 hits, no errors. Cardinals, 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Tim Keefe gets the win. Dizzy Dean takes the loss. Dave Kozlow gets the old 3-inning garbage save. Highlights aplenty, and the first highlight it shows is Willie Mays getting thrown out at the plate, going for the inside the park homer. Speaking of homers, they were in abundance for the Giants. Lindstrom went deep. Mays went deep. Kent went deep. Melott almost went deep. Benny Koff went deep. So the Giants put a pasting on the Cardinals and even the series, which will head back to Busch Stadium. Bobby Thompson homered as well. So I think the Giants hit 5 homers in this game. Kent, Thompson, Mays, Lindstrom, and Koff. Yep, 5 homers for the Giants in this one. And if you're the Cardinals, you just lick your wounds, head back home. And now, once again, they will lean on Bob Gibson. Gibson was exceptional in the Game 5 Division Series clincher against the Mets. Now Gibson will try to pitch to put the Cardinals back in the lead in the series. Joe McGinnity will take the hill for the Giants in Game 3. So that will wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys tuning in and joining me here for this Sunday night broadcast. Tim D was here. Tex Aggs and Christopher C were in the house as well. Christopher will be celebrating his Giants' big win here. Clee baseball fan, our good friend Tim, was here, as was Dwayne Martz. So thank you guys for checking in again. Tomorrow at noon, Game 2 of the American League Championship Series, the Red Sox and the Indians. Indians lead the series 1-0. Sox will send Cy Young to the mound. Indians will counter with Addy Joss. Until then, be good to each other, guys, and we'll talk soon. The Giants even the series at Candlestick.